It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, quickly approaching this year's All-Star break. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, a tall task for them to win this one. On the road against a much superior team, their margin for error, pretty thin. And Eric Bledsoe, one to watch in our game tonight. Just a force to be reckoned with out there on the floor. Shaq, he's a guard who does it all.
Yeah, I don't usually talk about the guards because I'm a big guy, but this guy's a great rebounder at his size. He rebounds like a big man. He's worked to improve that outside shot. Now he can score in a variety of ways like my main man Kenny Smith used to do down there.
I tell you, though, but he's like a running back in football, man. That guy's built like a Adonis. I tell you, he's unbelievable. Defensively, he has an impact as well. Not just on the offensive end, Shaq, because he can guard people and he can body them out of the lane. He is what I call the little big man.
Adonis, huh?
Yes.
Adonis.
Oh, I think it's
Adonis.
Adonis.
So you like Bledsoe's body.
Oh, there it is. Yes, I thought I had the wrong Greek god for a second, the way he had me.
No. You know your Greek gods, that's for sure. Here's Kevin Harlan.
I thought I had the wrong person. He was like Adonis.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here in Houston, Texas, the home of the Rockets, live on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. This game in Houston marks the start of a homestand for the Rockets, winning their last 3 games. They'd like to make that 4 in a row here tonight.
Well, they're a team no one wants to face right now. The level they maintain during this winning streak has really been incredible.
Yeah, they're tough to beat because they can be overwhelming. They adapt to changes well, and they play with passion.
And before the game gets underway, let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Earl Watson. David.
Okay, guys, well, we talked about how coming into this game, some were referring to it as a mismatch. And he said, I understand that because, frankly, it has been. We haven't been able to hang with them either of the times we've seen them this year. But he pledged that they're going to lay it all out there today to avoid their 3rd straight loss to them this season. Kevin?
Thank you, David. We have some explosive players on the floor on both sides.
I'll tell you, when you talk about dynamic transition opportunities, we are in for a thrill because you get these kinds of matchups on the perimeter that can be so explosive in the open floor, Kevin. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's not hard to get up for these games, even a regular season game for these players, is it?
We're talking about the best players in the world. They're going to give us a highlight reel show.
What fun. So Phoenix will get the first possession. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Bledsoe teams up with Booker in the backcourt. Warren is out there with Chris, and it's Chandler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Booker. Harden with the defensive effort. Suns on defense. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
Well, I don't think it's overstatement to call that an embarrassing defensive effort. Shooters were wide open from everywhere.
Now here's Booker. The pass to Chris. 6 on the shot clock. Warren with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. 14 feet away. He's off on that one. And Houston the other way now. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
That's what you call precise execution. And to do it in front of a loud, hostile crowd, they had to have excellent focus and discipline. That was really well done.
You know, the thing about James Harden, though, there's really no perfect way to defend him. I mean, he can torch you from deep, drives the lane as well as anybody, and especially when he's looking to create contact. And in many ways, your best defense against him is a good offense. You try to match some of his points by scoring on the other end. Well documented that maybe defense not his strength, but, you know, that's an area where if you want to have success, you're going to have to do a good job on that end.
Here is Harden after Eric Bledsoe's score. Harden kicks to Capella. Anderson the screen. Back to Harden. Three-pointer. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Yeah, and that's exactly why he needs to become the primary focus for that defense right away. Try to cool him off before he gets too hot.
Offensive rebound. Chandler, the pass to Bledsoe. That doesn't go either for Bledsoe.
Well, this is the epitome of a cold start. Just 1 for 5.
Pass to Anderson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
If you're the coach, you hope it's a wake-up call. Get them to tighten things up on the inside and start protecting the rim with a little bit more authority.
No good from Booker. Houston's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Beverly wide open. No good with the triple. Suns trail by 5. Passes it to Chris. Chandler a screen. Layup off the pick. Chris gets the bucket.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
Now, here is Harden. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds.
Bledsoe with it. A 23-point game for him in the win against Chicago. Launches a 3. Ariza with the rebound. Rockets leading by 5. Harden outside. And Beverly kicks to Harden. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Suns making a switch here. Knight's checked in. For Houston, they have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And for all the scoring, Greg, that James Harden gives you, he's also one of the top playmakers in the NBA.
You know, and even coming out of college, Kevin, a lot of scouts felt Harden could play the point. I mean, that's one of the reasons why this guy is going to consistently be in the MVP conversation.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of this game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
That free throw, no good.
And when you look at the Rockets, I mean, plenty of offense. But last year, there was a huge drop-off defensively. And given this team's lofty goals, that really flies right in the face of that old adage, defense wins championships.
And the second free throw, good. And talking about how the Rockets are structured, they do have some players on the roster, Greg, who can play defense. It's a wonder they've been so bad at that end.
I mean, the problem with defense, though, Kevin, is that it takes all 5 guys to buy in. You have to have a level of trust on the floor, and that happens for the Rockets only once in a while, which is why they give up an insane number of points to their opponents.
Now, here's Anderson. 14 points from him the last game against Charlotte. And that one's good. Beverly.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Bledsoe outside. Top of the key, Warren. Pulls up. High post. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
Well, people are always talking about his scoring, but Bledsoe, very good vision as well, finding the open man there.
Anderson the screen. Shot off the pick. Good. He hits the jump shot. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
You'd have to say this is his quarter. He has destroyed every tactic the defense has thrown at him.
Chandler with the screen on Beverly. Pass to Chris. Dishes to Chandler. It's stolen by Capella. Puts up a 3. Ariza no up. Suns trail by 9. And here's Bledsoe. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Well, I think for such a long time, people were trying to figure out if Brandon Knight was a point guard or a 2 guard. Everyone had opinions about it, and the consensus seemed to change from year to year. But it seems as if he is a true tweener, and he can slot in at either position.
And that one falls for Knight. And Doris with Knight, he can fill in either guard spot, but no matter his play style, he remains the same.
Well, I think as a coach, it's something you have to game plan around, but it also opens up a lot for you in terms of flexibility. Listen, Knight has heard all the talk about what position he should play for a while now, and it doesn't bother him. He just goes out and does his job and makes plays for his basketball team.
That one misses. And tonight's topic, the 7-game playoff series. You look at college, the one-and-done format does add some suspense. Instant elimination. But Doris, would you like to see the NBA shorten the length of any of the playoff series?
No, you know, Kevin, as you know, there was a time in the NBA where the early rounds were 5 games, so you only had to win 3. To be honest with you, I think the best measure of a series is who is the best of 7. I like the format. I know that we need to figure out maybe the starting date as moving that back a little bit earlier, but I like the playoff series as is.
If it is a 7-game series, it to me gives legitimacy. That's the team that should be moving on.
There's no question about it.
The Rockets shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And for the Suns, a lot was made of players wanting out and demanding trades. Doris, maybe their biggest obstacle has been the health of Eric Bledsoe.
Right, it's debatable, Kevin. Top 20, top 30 when he's healthy, but he's now torn his meniscus in both knees. This is a player with elite athleticism, and that's part of what makes him special. Injuries tough to predict and can force a franchise to revise their timelines.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
You know, once you get out of rhythm, it's difficult to recapture it. Now they've got to figure some things out.
Chance now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Warren.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Suns trail by 11. Bledsoe kicks to Warren. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Well, the NC State product, right? TJ Warren, you like what he can do on the offensive end, and more importantly, how efficiently he does it. Rarely puts himself in a bad spot or takes a bad shot.
That free throw good from Warren. And with Warren, he's efficient and still doing everything he can to improve his game, Doris, and add to his offensive skill set.
Well, I think, Kevin, the three-pointer has already made big jumps for him. Pretty much doubled the rate he takes them between his first and second seasons. And you like the work ethic he's shown while recovering from injury. You just hope he can stay healthy.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Here's Bledsoe. Feeds to Knight. Out left to the wing. There's the pass to Chris. Kicks it to Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. For the 3. The rebound by Harden.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And it's Ariza in the corner. Capella. Anderson wide open. Offensive rebound. Capella. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Here's Knight. Hits the front of the rim and out. Rockets leading by 8. In the corner, Harden. It's hauled in by the Suns. Chandler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Knight dishes to Bledsoe. Knight on the wing, guarded by Harden. Knight passes to Chandler. Outside for Bledsoe. Here's Tucker. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
They set the pick. Harden has a wide-open look. Here's Capella. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Rockets lead by 7.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
I mean, easily prevented points if they just attacked the boards the way they should have.
Now here's Bledsoe. Pass to Chris. Back to Bledsoe. Chandler with the screen on Beverly. The 3. Tucker can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Anderson can't get it to go.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
It feels like he's forcing things, getting a little frustrated by not letting the game come to him.
Now here's Bledsoe. Chandler a screen. Now the dish to Tucker. Chandler kicks to Bledsoe. Knight wide open. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
The feed to Capella. He kicks it to Harden. Now Beverly. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte. Houston needs to get a shot. The 3 from Harden knocks down the 3-ball. Harden's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Rockets.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And the Suns call time. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. Harrell comes in for Anderson. Decker's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Gordon subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Lenz checked in for Phoenix. Barbosa comes in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Barbosa. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The shot by Knight, no good.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Harrell dishes to Harden. He feeds it to Nene. And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Clock at 6, and here's Harden for 3. Again, the miss by Harden.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Tucker, the pass to Barbosa. Down low, it's tipped and stolen by Harrell. Now here's Decker, guarded by Tucker. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, they talk about basketball IQ, Doris, all the time from a point guard and broadcaster perspective. How would you, I'd be interested in this, how would you define it?
You know, I think you can see a player who has played the game from their earliest. Like, I picked the game up at 7 years old when I moved next door to a park. And when you play the game from that young an age, there's just this natural understanding of the nuance of the game. Like, my son has played golf since the time he was 2 years old. He's been on a golf course. There's a nuance, there's a feel for it that you can't teach. It's been developed because it's been a part of who you are for such a long time.
Now here's Gordon. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
6'11", broad-shouldered, tough for the defense to get that shot in the nays without fouling. Obviously a different role for Nene these past few seasons. This was once one of the better starting centers in the league. Now he only starts in spots, and he just doesn't seem to have the same impact on the game.
Free throw good, Nene. And with Nene, you think back to when he was able to plant himself on a block, Doris, and just get any shot he wants through sheer strength and force, but not anymore.
Well, I think the one thing, Kevin, you can say is Nene still gives you good efficiency as a post player in terms of his productivity. The problem is with the way the game is moving, it's harder to find him guaranteed minutes. Obviously, there are quicker and more versatile options at the power forward.
Now, here is Knight. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's Len. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Sam Decker.
Well, I'll tell you, with young bigs, you always have to be patient. But with Alex Len, he is growing rapidly. Flourished when given the chance to start in his sophomore season. He still has a long way to go, guys, but rapidly improving his game and looking like he's on the verge of a breakout.
And the first one drops. Doris, with Len, the improvement is there, as you can see. Still has a lot of trouble finding consistency, perhaps, on the offensive side. But he has a lot of time to develop.
I think, Kevin, what's important for Len is just keeping confidence growing when he's on the floor and letting the game slow down a bit. He gets in trouble when he feels the need to rush things or force a play. But, boy, with his improvement, you can tell he might have a chance.
One thing you know you're getting with Alex Len is size. He's legit 7'1". He can be intimidating with his size on the floor, and he has some pretty easy moves for a player that size.
I think, Kevin, Len is continuing to find ways to make the most of his height and length. That spot-up jumper has a high release, very hard to bother that one, and he's just got to find consistency with that baby hook. Nobody is going to be able to get to that shot when he releases it.
Harden's shot is good.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, they hit the ground running, and not just on the offensive end. Their defense has been brilliant as well.
Now here is Barbosa. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Pass to Tucker. Just 5 to shoot. Shot off the screen, and Len gets it to go on the assist from Tucker. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Gordon against Barbosa. Gordon kicks to Harden. Harden draws the double. Here's Harrell. Softly drops in the floater.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Barbosa with it. They set the pick. Glenn a screen. Knight, that's a two-pointer. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
Boy, they can head to the bench riding high. There will be a few extra smiles in their huddle after that buzzer beater.
And Eric Bledsoe, off the charts athleticism, skills out the door. He talks about the thing he's focusing on most.
The main one is making the playoffs. You know, we fall short every year. And that was pretty much, for me, a big thing I kind of, held on to once the season was over. I put in a lot of work, and, it's paying off, right now.
Raw but ultra-talented when he entered the league, Bledsoe now seems ready to take on that full responsibility, guys.
Yeah, I mean, he played in the shadow of John Wall in college, Chris Paul with the Clippers, but now Bledsoe has a chance to cast his own shadow.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
And they're doing that in a number of ways, flying in from the perimeter when the ball goes up, as well as just gaining good old-fashioned position down low.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Bledsoe teams up with Booker in the backcourt. Alex Len out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Warren in at the three. Now here's Gordon. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Suns trail by 14. Bledsoe outside. There's a good screen. Warren dishes to Booker. Shot on the wing. And the rebound goes to Nene.
Ooh, he was open there, guys. I'm sure he's kicking himself that he didn't capitalize.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. The Suns 5th.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Len a screen. At the elbow, it's Warren. He dishes it to Booker. The three. But they recover it. Tucker the pass to Bledsoe. Warren kicks it to Tucker. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. Brewer is checked in for Houston. And Phoenix also making a switch. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Alex Len. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Chandler dishes to Tucker. Here's Bledsoe. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And last season was cut short for Bledsoe, if you remember. Went down with a torn meniscus that kept him out for about half the season. And Doris, that really put the nail in the coffin for the Phoenix Suns season.
I think, Kevin, a tough blow for Bledsoe, who had looked to take another jump in terms of his productivity. Knee injury scary for point guards, and so you're happy the Suns took their time with Bledsoe. He's got the type of game that lends itself to collisions and falling because he attacks the rim, so let's hope he avoids that in the future.
First free throw is good.
Well, think about this. Recruited as a point guard out of high school, but Bledsoe has to move to the 2 at Kentucky because the backcourt mate was John Wall. And what a backcourt that was.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You think about the Suns roster, it's an interesting mix of veterans and youth. Getting the right blend of that is truly important, and I think the vets provide the leadership. The young players give you room to grow.
And Beverly kicks to Nene. Back to Beverly. Pass to Decker. Deflects the pass. Chandler with the steal. Bledsoe kicks to Warren. Bledsoe outside. There's the pick. Dishes to Tucker. Chandler a screen. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Tucker can't get it to go. And the Suns have not been content to sit back and build through the draft. They've gone after the big-name free agents. Doris even traded away picks.
And Kevin, the danger there is that you get stuck in the middle, right? The Suns have some promising young talent, and I think that's the angle they have to focus on. Be patient and build for the future.
11 feet away. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Rockets have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. And the first one at the line is good. And so many different personalities in the NBA, Doris. You've gotten to know a lot of them. Who stands out as being some of the great players, just to talk about the game within this league?
Well, LeBron James, I think, does a really nice job for me of answering questions in a very thoughtful manner. You'll see him just take a second to process whatever it is I've asked, and then really try to give the fan at home a sense of what he was thinking in that particular matchup.
That's good to know. That's interesting.
He's a very, as you know, such a cerebral player, and that translates to the postgame.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
It's ridiculous to give up that many points in the paint. You know, I think he'd like them to play a bit more physical.
Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for Phoenix.
And the long-range game, a staple for them offensively. It's clear they embrace the value of that extra point, and spacing the floor, something they look to do every time they're on the court.
And here are the Suns now. It's a 14-point game. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we've seen James Harden become one of the most accomplished in the league at drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line. And he makes no apologies for his style. He said free throws are a part of basketball. I'm not necessarily going in there and trying to draw a foul, but if a person can't guard you, he has to foul you. Or I'm going to score every single time. Kevin?
Maybe the toughest cover in the league, DA. Thank you. Brewer, the pass to Beverly. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Bledsoe kicks to Booker. And here is Warren. He's coming off a 16-point game against Chicago.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
And Doris, by now, most of us have heard the nickname Mini LeBron for Eric Bledsoe, and it's an apt name out there. He's just so strong on both ends of the floor.
But I think, Kevin, you love Bledsoe's strength per pound. It's unparalleled almost in the league. Probably as strong as some players who have a full foot in height on him. Makes him one of the most unique players in the NBA.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. And the second free throw, good. Rockets leading by 18. Here's Beverly. Feeds it to Gordon. Houston moving it around. Anderson dishes to Brewer. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. And another three for Houston.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
In just about every phase, they have dominated. Lockdown defense, explosive offense. This has been special.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You know, he shot well in the opening period, but since then, he's been absolutely dominant.
Bledsoe against Beverly. Kicks to Gordon. Free throw line jump shot. Good D by Booker. Suns trail by 18. Bledsoe kicks to Booker. Now Tucker. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Chandler a screen. The Suns need to get a shot off. Brewer with the steal. And now in transition is Brewer. Here we go. Anderson outside. Gordon against Warren, and that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And the Rockets making a change here. Ariza's checked in. And here are the Rockets now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Ariza's got his first basket of the night.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
And you know he's not going to back down anytime soon. It doesn't matter if they're trailing or holding a lead like they are right now. He's going to keep pouring it on.
Tucker the pass to Bledsoe. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Tucker. This one for 3. Here's Warren. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Warren's got 7 points.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here's Anderson. From about 16, it's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Booker dishes to Bledsoe. Chandler with a screen for Bledsoe. Here's Tucker. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. He has 6.
Boy, somehow he wound up all by himself behind the arc. Clearly a missed assignment on the defensive end. Coach will not be happy.
Chandler with the block.
One of the great rim protectors really over the last decade or so. Chandler just twice on the pipes on that one.
And the pass to Booker. The dish now to Bledsoe. Chandler a screen. Back to Booker. Over Anderson. On the money from 12 feet away. Rockets leading by 15. And Beverly kicks to Capella. Pass to Ariza. Here's the screen. The shot will not fall. Chandler with the defensive effort. Lots of room. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, because of his length and toughness, so difficult to stop Chandler from converting off the window.
Beverly the pass to Capella. And just miss after miss right now.
He can be a dominant, intimidating threat, but the defense stood tall.
Chandler a screen. At the elbow, it's Warren. On the wing, Booker. From the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix. And Doris, it seems so often these days you don't see an interim head coach actually get the job at the end of the year. That was not the case with Earl Watson and the Suns. He showed what he could do, and management has given him the go-ahead.
Kevin, I think it often feels like you're a placeholder as an interim, but good for the Suns front office for giving Watson the job. Not easy to do since Watson is such a young head coach, one of the youngest in the league, in fact.
Here's Capella, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
What's up? And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
That was some serious hustle right there. You have to love a team with a big lead still pounding the offensive glass.
Harrell, he's checked in for Houston. James Harden comes in for Patrick Beverly. And the Suns here with a different look. Alex Len's checked in for Chandler. Chris comes in for P.J. Tucker. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Ward. And it's Brandon Knight in for Eric Bledsoe. Now here's Knight. Lets it fly, and it comes off the front of the rim. Harden with it, and it's Knight picking him up. Now here's Brewer. Back to Harden. 8 feet away, and yes, it's good. Harden's got 17.
And just a little bit ragged defensively.
Been the story all too often for them today. Too disorganized, not playing cohesive basketball at all.
Now, here is Knight. Here's Len. Rebound by Harrell.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
I'll tell you, just his mere presence inside, his instincts for altering shots, exceptional.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Barbosa kicks to Knight. Len with a screen on Harden. And again, it's the Suns missing.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now here is Barbosa. Defense right on him. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Sam Decker's checked in for Houston. Knight dishes to Len. Booker outside. Shot clock at 6. Knight for 3. Again, the miss by Knight.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
The feed to Brewer. But they get it back. This one for 3. Rebound by the Suns.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside Knight. There's the pick. Booker with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
And the call will be against Alex Len. That's his first foul. Nene, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. Rockets leading by 14. Harden outside. A baseline J. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, clear breakdown on defense. They're fortunate that he didn't make them pay.
Outside Knight. Len with a screen on Harden. Leandro Barbosa on the wing, covered by Brewer. Barbosa passes to Len. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here's Gordon. He has 5. He kicks it to Harden. 3 seconds left. And the shot falls short this time. And that does it for the first half of play. Rockets lead by 14. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
James, big first half for you. What was the most important thing that got you going?
Just trying to be aggressive, trying to get out early and give a little spark to my teammates. And they followed along. So, it's just a matter of us not turning the ball over and getting stops.
So far, so good. Thanks, James. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. James Harden was the man in the first. He ended up with 17 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
James Harden scores in so many different ways, and I think we saw almost all of them in the first half. I don't know if anyone's more instinctual on the offensive end. His ability to draw contact and still drain shots is nothing short of incredible.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, Ernie. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they could forget about a comeback.
And that'll do it, as the second half is just about ready to begin. Back to Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game. Hey, watch yourself.
I'm celebrating. We're the best.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Well, there are very few defenders who can check him one-on-one, and in fact, collectively, he's a challenge for defenses.
Here is Harden. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Rockets, Harden and Ariza, the athletic wing pair. Ryan Anderson out there with Clint Capella. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. And we see the growth of the three-point shooting big man, the stretch 4, if you will. Ryan Anderson was at the forefront, it seems, of that movement.
Yeah, especially at his volume of threes. He's never been just a secondary floor spacer. He's a go-to scoring threat with his outside shooting.
Now Harden, following the three-point attempt by Eric Bledsoe, fires for 3. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And Booker kicks to Bledsoe, and Capella sends it back. They recover it.
The 13th pick of the 2015 NBA draft, Booker has already shown all-star potential.
Well, Devin Booker was named, Doris, as one of the USA Select players this past summer. He's a good young player.
And don't be fooled into thinking this is just getting named to the practice squad. A lot of all-stars got their start by playing on the USA Select team. I won't be surprised if Mr. Booker is representing his country in international competition in short order.
Free throw, good, Booker. Both free throws good from Booker. A lot of great defensive-minded coaches, too, in the NBA. Who stands out there for you?
Boy, this is Tom Thibodeau for me,
Yes.
right? I mean, he changes the way, you talk about taking away boxes and elbows in the NBA, loading up to ball side, giving up contested twos. That's Tom Thibodeau.
Attention to detail.
No question.
Now Bledsoe. Trevor Ariza missing from long range.
For a shoot-first guy early in his career, Booker's been tremendous finding the open man.
Rockets leading by 13. Anderson, a screen on Booker. Harden with room to shoot. The good-looking shot from the wing. Harden's got 19 points.
Listen, they rely heavily on his offense. He rarely lets them down.
Here's Bledsoe. 8 points for him. He feeds it to Chandler. Over in the corner, Warren. Bledsoe outside. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Boy, 1 out of 4 to begin the second half. Not in rhythm yet.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 19. Really left alone that time. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And Bledsoe, here we go. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. For Phoenix, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Now Beverly. He's got 12. Passes it to Harden. And stolen by Booker. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Ariza's got his 4th rebound in this one. Good work there as it goes. And that's now 24 points for James Harden.
Incredibly reliable as a scorer. He's always looking for ways to help the team succeed. It's happening again tonight.
And the Suns call time.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Yeah, they're pressing, no question, forcing things that aren't really there.
Here is Bledsoe. He's got 11. Here's Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
I'll tell you, they're fighting the good fight, but he's not helping a difficult situation by missing this way.
Beverly against Bledsoe. Here's Chandler. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 6 assists in the game.
Yeah, you see Chandler uses his length and guile to take full advantage inside.
Anderson with the screen for Beverly. Anderson outside. And another 3 for Houston.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Bledsoe outside. He dishes it to Warren. And here's Booker from the arc. Cans it from downtown. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, releasing the ball at its highest point, that allows Booker to drain jumpers over people.
Anderson dishes to Harden. Back to Anderson. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
He's made obvious improvements since the half, really getting into an offensive groove.
Bledsoe outside. Back to Booker. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
A high-volume scorer with terrific instincts. Booker can torture a defense when he gets rolling.
Harden outside. That's tipped. Pass to Beverly. Back to Harden. Ariza has the open look. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Ariza's got 5.
Add another triple to their second half total.
I mean, since the break, they've been unconscious from distance.
Chandler with the screen on Harden. They set the pick. Back to Booker. Fires from deep. The rebound by Anderson. Houston leading by 18. Capella, the pass to Beverly. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from.
You know, I doubt they came into this game thinking they would be doing this much damage from mid-range, but you have to give them credit for being able to see what is available in their offense and then exploit the weakness of the D. To be successful in this league, you have to be flexible, and they've done a great job of that so far.
Bledsoe kicks to Chandler. Dishes it to Warren. Back to Chandler. On the wing, Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Clock at 4. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Good D by Bledsoe. Suns trail by 18. Now, here's Warren. 7 points in the game. Here's Chris. Nails the wide open jump shot. 7 points in the game.
Now, there are times Bledsoe can get a little helter-skelter, but right on point with that pass.
Harden up top, defended by Booker. Anderson the screen. Here's Beverly. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Beverly's got 14 points. For Phoenix, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Bledsoe kicks to Booker. And the pass to Chris. Bledsoe against Beverly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Booker from the arc. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 9th assist in the game now. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Start it.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. Harrell comes in for Ryan Anderson. Decker's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Gordon subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And the Suns here with a different look. Lenz checked in for Chandler. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. And it's Brandon Knight in for Eric Bledsoe. They set the pick. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Tries to save it. A three-pointer, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Leandro Barbosa, the bucket on the assist from Tucker. Barbosa's got his first points of the game.
You know, that's the kind of shot they'll take all day long.
Harden outside. Here's Harrell. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And Doris, what you like about P.J. Tucker is just how fearless and gritty he is on defense.
Well, Kevin, for me, Tucker is strong enough to not give ground if you try to back him down defensively. He's got quick hands, can make a lot of steals if he's given big minutes. It all makes Tucker one bulldog of a defender.
Second chance shot, and Harden with the lay-in. Harden's got 26. Suns trail by 15. Outside Knight. To the inside. Harden kicks to Gordon. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 6th assist on the night.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
No good from Booker. Rockets leading by 17. Decker with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Harden. The baseline J off the mark. The Suns have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Harden against Knight. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Harden. Now, here's Decker, defended by Booker. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing.
Listen, we all know a healthy, motivated Nene is an elite player at both ends.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Free throw good, Nene. And so Nene nails both of them. Suns trail by 19. And here is Knight. There's a screen. Here's Barbosa. Feeds it to Len. Tucker dishes to Knight. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 9.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Nene. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, it gets to the line so often. Nene is always seeking contact.
Rockets have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. The first free throw is good. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Alex Len. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Doris, you hear people talk about a winning culture or veteran leadership. Well, Tyson Chandler embodies those statements to a T. He's won international medals. He's been a part of an NBA title. Just a great presence to have on a team, regardless of what he's asked to do and able to do on the floor.
Well, I think, Kevin, you look no further than the contract Chandler was given late in his career. It might seem high for his production, but you want him as a guide and mentor. The way he approaches the game, the accolades, it's something you can't teach, the definition of a team leader.
The Rockets have gone 9 of 13 from the line. No good on the free throw. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
You got to talk about this guy. A long journey to the NBA for P.J. Tucker. Remember, drafted back by the Raptors in 06, bounced around various leagues for 6 years before finally making it back to the NBA.
Now here's Knight. And the foul called on Brandon Knight. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rockets leading by 15. 1:29 left to play here in the third. Harden outside. Here's Harrell. Rebound by the Suns. Chandler's got rebound number 13 with that last one. And Doris, the story with Tucker is one of perseverance. He has a great story to tell. So many times he could have given up on his dream to come back to the NBA, but he kept improving on his game, and it's worked out for him.
Well, how cool is it, Kevin, that Tucker went to leagues in 6 different countries during his journey, and while playing in Europe was able to win a title and was the finals MVP. Never give up attitude is all you see with him.
Now here's Harden. 26 points for him. 6 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Harden's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Houston. Barbosa passes to Knight. Chandler with a screen for Knight. And Tucker has it in the corner. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
You know, it's been hard for him to find the range this quarter, but I do like his aggressiveness.
Harden kicks to Gordon. Fires from deep. Doesn't go that time. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Houston on top. They lead by 18. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Here's Bledsoe. Setting the floor for the Suns. Bledsoe and Knight, the playmaking guard set. Chris is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Chandler in at the 5. Roaming the paint. Left side, Ariza. The steal. Now Bledsoe. And there's Knight. That's good on the assist by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Now here's Beverly. Eric Gordon on the wing. Ariza outside. Kicks it to Beverly. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. That one doesn't drop. Bledsoe with a defensive effort. Suns trail by 16. Outside Knight fires the 3, and the 3 ball is good.
So good on the catch and shoot. You don't want to let Knight get dialed in from behind the arc.
Ariza kicks to Beverly. Inside, Nene. And it goes down 2 points.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Their D is getting chewed up. It's time for someone to step forward, put their foot down, and put a stop to these easy baskets.
Here is Bledsoe. Following the basket by Nene. Trains the 3-pointer.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Nene with the screen on Bledsoe. Beverly dishes to Nene. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Tucker the pass to Bledsoe. Stolen by Beverly. To the middle. And Nene again. And the Rockets lead by 14.
Now this is Nene's craft, right? He works inside, has a knack for getting it up and down.
Bledsoe with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Chandler a screen. A shot by Knight, no good. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Gordon for 3. A 3-pointer is right on target.
He hits one in the first half, another here. Not prolific, but the defense has to keep an eye on him.
Knight against Gordon. 13 feet away. A nice shot by Knight. Knight's got 7 now in this quarter.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Timeout called the Rockets. Brandon Knight has had more than his fair share of embarrassing moments in his career, from being on the wrong side of a dunk of the year, which no one wants, posterized, to missing multiple game-winning layups.
Well, I think, Kevin, it shows the mental toughness that Brandon Knight has, because even just a few of those moments as a player could wreck the psyche. But he just shrugs it off, continues to mold his game into the star that he has become, never looks back.
So for the Rockets, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. And it's Anderson in for Sam Decker. TJ Warren, he's checked in for Phoenix. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He told them one thing. He said, no mistakes from here on out. We've got a good lead. Don't take chances. No dumb fouls. Smart basketball the rest of the way. Guys.
Now here's Beverly. Anderson, a screen on Bledsoe. Now here's Beverly. 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, offensive rebound. Here's Capella. Hits the front of the rim and out.
That's a difficult shot, and if he could do it again, I think he definitely would pass it off there.
Chandler, a screen. For 3, Bledsoe. And the Suns get it back. Inside. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Boy, for a young guy who's played his heart out everywhere he's gone, Knight's already been traded a number of times. Surprising. You know, I'm amazed Tyson Chandler still provides great rim protection. He still has that incredible length with that standing reach, can bother shots just by going straight up. And as a veteran, he knows exactly what he can and can't get away with when assigned to slow down an opposing big man.
And that one falls for Knight. And Chandler's certainly terrific defensively. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year in his career. Even if age has slowed him down a little bit, it doesn't negate just how great a defender he is.
I think, Kevin, that's because Chandler, one of the smartest defending big men you'll ever see. He doesn't get baited by pump fakes, doesn't get caught out of position over helping from the weak side. The numbers aren't the same, obviously, as when he was blocking a ton of shots, but he makes an impact on your defense.
Now here's Beverly. Ariza with it. There's the dish to Anderson. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Rockets lead by 16. And here is Knight. They set the screen. Down low, here's Chris. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. That's good from Chris. Analytics certainly have jumped up in their usage around the NBA. Doris, how do you feel it's been used? Is it here to say? Where's it going?
You know, this has been such a fascinating discussion amongst players and coaches. Coaches, by and large, will tell you, yes, we like analytics, but I have to coach by feel. And I don't think you can overvalue or undervalue either one. You're never going to take a step back, Kevin. The metrics of it are too important. in terms of how we're able to track the movements of players. They haven't worked hard enough today. We can go hard again tomorrow. I think it's all important, but I think the best organizations are the ones who look at things in its totality.
It's taught me about the game. I mean, and the things that maybe I've never thought about
Like
as a
what?
fan. The success of jump shots between 10 and 16 feet. How many times the guy goes to his right as opposed to his left. What his favorite block is to set up in. How much he's been used in practice during the week. Where they're going to go defensively, where the weak spots are. Just different things to consider, which gives you a taste of what coaches and organizations go through during a game, during preparation, and getting ready for their opponent.
Yeah.
There's so much to consider, and you can be overloaded by analytics too.
You were sitting there describing that, and I thought these are all excellent points. At what point does it become overload? At what point are you able to filter out the necessary things? I imagine that's an art.
Mm-hmm.
One shot.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Here's Beverly. Gordon with it. Now guarded by Bledsoe. And it's Gordon missing.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
You love the confidence, but that's a situation where they really needed a better look.
Pass to Beverly. Outside Gordon. Now Beverly. Here's the teardrop. Here's Capella. The feed to Beverly. Over Bledsoe. And at last, they get one to fall.
Well, defending him inside is never an easy job. A little reminder of that right there.
Booker outside. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. To the inside, Capella. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
You know, those points courtesy of an excellent entry pass into the post.
Passes to Chris. On the wing, Booker, defended by Gordon. Pass to Chris. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 16th rebound on the night. Stolen by Bledsoe. To the paint. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Chris.
Boy, that's shooting with confidence, accuracy. He's trying to keep them in it.
Anderson with the screen for Beverly. Anderson the screen. Left side Ariza. Shoots a 3. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Bledsoe.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Chris passed to Bledsoe. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And the basket is good. And that's 19 points for Devin Booker.
Well, all the tools. When you're talking about Booker, he's got everything he needs to be one of the league's great scorers.
Inside, pick off in midair. Bledsoe kicks to Chandler. That cuts the lead to single digits. Rockets leading by 8. Beverly dishes to Capella. Back to Beverly. And he makes good on the layup. Beverly's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, it's simply great vision on that pass. Knew exactly where that pass needed to be and threaded it right through the teeth.
Here's Chris. Here's Bledsoe. And he makes that one.
That's just a strong move by Bledsoe, using his power, his athleticism to convert inside.
Anderson the screen. Here's Ariza. No good on the 3.
It's ironic. As he continues to search for his rhythm, they continue to stay in the lead.
Now here's Booker. Bledsoe outside. That doesn't go either for Bledsoe. Houston in the lead. Beverly with the ball. Here's Capella. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Tyson Chandler.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. James Harden. He's checked in for Eric Gordon. And that one misses. Suns trail by 10. Here's Bledsoe. Here's Booker. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Booker's got 14 points here in the second half.
Now, teams are playing him to set up behind the arc, but Booker can just as easily beat you from the mid-range.
Here's Beverly. Takes the assist and lays it in.
Timeout.
Picked out the pass nicely. And the Rockets lead by 10. Phoenix calls timeout. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
We know he's deadly from deep. I don't think they expect to shut him down, but they've had a very tough time even containing him. You've got to make a strategy change here.
Suns trail by 10. And here's Bledsoe. Chandler a screen with 3. Booker, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. 24 points for Devin Booker. Here's Beverly. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Now Bledsoe. Booker the pass to Chandler. Here's Chris, defended by Beverly. Chris gets the bucket. Here's Beverly. He kicks to Harden. From downtown, and that one's good. Beverly's got 25 points.
Boy, they gave him way too much space to get that 3 off. That's some lax defense. Coach can't be happy.
There's the pick. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Chandler a screen. Bledsoe kicks to Chandler. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Such great instincts on the pick and roll. Bledsoe showing that he can make the players around him better.
Dishes to Anderson. To the wing right side. Ariza outside. He feeds it to Harden. 4 on the shot clock. Count it. Harden's got 14 points here in the second half.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Houston.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series. And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Patrick Beverly.
What a joy to watch when he's got this sort of game going on. He was everywhere. Defensively, offensively, his teammates fed off that energy all game long.
The throw good, James Harden. Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Harrell comes in for Anderson. Sam Decker's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Brewer in for Patrick Beverly. And the Suns here with a different look. Lang's checked in for Chandler. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Booker. And Knight subbed in for Eric Woodson. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Knight. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
The developing in-between game. Knight has been working so hard on this.
And Brewer kicks to Harden. There's a screen. He dishes it to Decker. This one for three. The shot comes out. Now the Suns take it the other way.
Well, the comeback hopes are out the window now. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, their last chance has come and gone.
On offense, here are the Rockets. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Now here's Harden. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. James, congrats on the win. Great crowd tonight, but what made the difference down the stretch?
We were just trying to play solid defense, talk to each other, help each other out. That was amazing tonight. You know, it was unbelievable. Like I said, I'm happy for our guys. And, you know, we got a good victory at home.
Big win, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And with this one in the books, we're ready to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Patrick Beverly. You know, tonight he put up his high for the season. Found his rhythm, never let up. Just a terrific scoring effort all the way around. And Shaq, I can tell you want to say something. Your comments?
We don't see this kind of performance from him every night, but you know he's got it in him. He could be a game changer. You know, when everything falls into place for him, he could definitely change the game. And I'll tell you what, these fans love it when he gets going.
His ability to penetrate and convert amongst the trees, phenomenal. It set the tone right away. And his attitude tonight was, I'm going to keep coming no matter what happens.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, a spectacular, just great. I mean, see ya.
Good night.